Next time you come, I'm calling the cops on you.
Out here today, trying Tom Ferry's hack to get more listings. So, sorry, hopefully that wasn't too close. Let's see how this goes. Okay, so this is day 2 of Tom Ferry's sticky note idea for getting more listings. I did make a friend, of course, because I'm not, an expert at this. I did get a little nervous talking to him, and I gave him my business card. Hopefully he gives me a call. He's thinking about selling one of his rental properties, but still out here putting work, and the more I do it, the more comfortable I get, and hopefully I don't forget to ask for the next person's information. But let's just see how this goes, and we'll keep you guys updated. And if it goes really well, so I had to pick my glasses. If it goes really well, then with the advice they give works, and you can try it yourself. What is going on, YouTube? Julian back with another video, and today we are looking at my door knocking experience within the last couple of weeks. I've been hitting it hard. As you know, the market, the way that it is, unless you're a listing agent, it's extremely tough. And I've been a buyer's agent for the most part this entire time. I have done listings before, but what's going on right now is I'm unable to get my clients in a home or even find them a home, and they're already pre-qualified as it is. And I know that many of you are experiencing the same thing, and I just wanted to show you a different side of real estate, just to kind of hopefully motivate you, to let you know you're not the only one who goes through the ugly truth or the ugly side of lead generation. And so I have taken Tom Ferry's advice on one of his videos in the past. I can't remember which video it was, but I think it was 4 unique ways to get listings or get more listings. And one of them was to get a little sticky note, just like I'm going to show you here in a second. And it says, "Call me about your house." Put your card in the back, and then you put it on the doorway, and you kind of just see who calls you. Well, I've had success as far as getting people to call me back, which I've never had with door knocking before. I've done door hangers. I've done, flyers. I'd say, "Hello, I'm your local realtor or your local real estate agent in this neighborhood." And no matter what, I've never had a phone call. I have had a couple conversations when door knocking, of course, because I'm ringing the doorbell and or knocking. But I kind of just left these here with the sticky notes, kind of like how you saw in the intro with that phone call. They're not always going to be that pretty. What I'm trying to do is I'm trying to prove to myself, because I haven't gotten a listing yet from door knocking or doing, kind of farming a neighborhood like that. This is actually the first time that I'm going to just keep doing it until I get a listing. I've done door knocks before, but I've never stayed consistent with it, if I'm being honest. I'm more of a cold call person. But, my cold calling has picked me up more buyers than it has sellers, which is, like I said, why I'm trying to change the shift of focus in my business to sellers. So I'm going to keep doing this until I get a listing, and when I do get a listing, I'm going to let you guys know that it works. But it does work in getting contacts back, and I just want to show you that, like I said, you're not the only one who's going to deal with extremely rude people when it comes to cold calling, door knocking. So let me show you 2 differences and 2 different calls that I've had. We can go over that here in a second. Let's just roll that clip real fast.
Don't ever come back to my house. Next time you come, I'm calling the cops on you. And I'm not selling my house. You want to buy my house? $450,000, and I'll sell it.
If you're inquiring as to whether I would sell my home, no, I'm not interested in selling. So thank you very much for coming by, but I'm not interested in selling this property. Very happy here. No need to call me back. Thank you.
Okay, cool. So you could see that this woman was basically saying, "I'm going to call the cops on you." There's 3 different ways that I could look at this. The first one is I could be like, "Man, this isn't working. I'm just getting tons of negative calls. I'm getting no's." I did have a call that I didn't record because it was an actual conversation where the woman was like, "Don't you dare come to my house, blah, blah, blah," and then she hung up on me. And it's like, why waste your time to call somebody? That phone call that I had with the voicemail was at like 9 p.m. I went to your house at 10 a.m. I didn't knock on your door at 9 p.m. You know what I mean? But some people, I don't know, maybe you're just ruining their day even more. Maybe they just woke up in a bad mood. So like I said, there's 3 different ways I could take it. The first one is, it's not working, whatever the case may be. So I never get calls from door knocks with leaving flyers or door hangers. So the fact that this little like sticky note, so simple, is getting me call backs, is in a way telling me that it's working. And I've already had 3 no's, so the yes is coming if I keep doing it. And like I said, I'll let you guys know how that journey is going if you want to know how that journey is going, because like I said, I want to prove to myself that door knocking works. So I'm going to keep doing it until I get a listing. And once I get a listing, I think I'm going to break that barrier, and I'm going to know exactly what I have to do. But I've done 90 of these houses with those stickers, and I've had 3 calls and 1 good conversation in the street. So maybe about 4 contacts in general. And real quick, so the third way that I can look at that is, if you notice, the woman gave me a price on her property. And what I'm going to do is I give her a couple of days to cool off. I'm going to run a CMA on her house, because in the beginning of the message, she gives me her address, which I couldn't put because obviously, safety reasons here, especially if I'm putting this on the internet. But she gave me her address, and she said, unless you have $450,000, don't call me. If I can run a CMA on her property, which I don't think it's worth $450,000, but you never know in this type of market, then if I do value it up to $450,000, maybe even close to $450,000, it gives me a really good reason to send her a message. And although she might get really mad, maybe she'll block me, I can apologize for showing up like that and just say, hey, I'm just trying to make a living, but your house is actually worth $450,000, so I can get you $450,000. Who knows? Could be a possible and a potential listing. So it's just the way that you look at it. It's just the way that you look at these situations. Don't want to make this video too long, but you're not the only one who goes through these type of scenarios, and I'm glad that I could actually show you firsthand. And I just kind of thought of this video idea like the day that it happened, because I was like, wow, this sucks, and I was starting to feel kind of low, if I'm being completely honest, but it's just a part of the game, and you can't let that stop you. So just like I'm going to push forward, and I'm not going to let it stop me until I get my first listing from door knocking, I don't want you to let it stop you from getting your first listing in general, or getting your first sale in general. Just keep pushing forward and don't give up. And if you guys have any questions, leave it down in the comments below. I will answer your questions and help you out. I love seeing other people succeed. Make sure to hit that subscribe button. I'll catch you guys in the next video.